All right, thanks for joining. So I'm going to give a quick overview of what Leaders and Readers is, um, just so you have a better understanding of what the product is and the problem I'm looking to solve. So fundamentally, think of it as a personal library app positioned for growth mindset professionals, and really just trying to recognize that reading for development is an under-recognized superpower for professionals. And I'll get into more of that detail as I go through this. So the why is very clear, at least to me. And if you look across, the different socials and even media outlets, you constantly see these types of headlines. Books that will help you advance your career, no matter what level you're on. 17 best leadership books to read. Why leaders should read with their teams. 7 best books for women leaders to read. And fundamentally, they're looking at recognizing and establishing that reading is an important thing for personal and professional development. But there's an element here where why isn't it more recognized and fundamentally transparent, in the sense where people can take credit for it and essentially share that they've read these books and it's impacting them in a positive way. So let's jump right into what this product is. So it's a very clean, very professional looking personal library, again focused on those professional readers who read for continual development. And so this is just a few books that I picked that I read that have been pretty impactful for me. So what are the features, or maybe the value props, a little bit more detail? So number one, you can share and showcase your bookshelf link and your resume, your LinkedIn, or your social LinkedIn bios. You can create and track reading lists. This is for individuals as well as thought leaders who publish quarterly or seasonally, annually book lists for people. You can rate the impact the book has had on your values or your thinking, and you can also write takeaways for individual books. You can view a network to see what others have read. And again, I'll go through all these features a little bit more detail as I move through, but I want to give you a quick overview of what this product is. And this, leaders within organizations can be more deliberate about using books to help align values, whether organizational or professional values within that company, to align with teammates or the overall organization. A feature in a position for thought leaders and influencers. It's a way to share your reading list, your library, your entire bookshelf with your audience, and again create those reading lists and publish directly from here. That can be sent out in your socials or LinkedIn, etc. And then again, for influencers here, a little bit of support for monetization with Amazon affiliate. This is not a big, not going to be a big money maker, at least not intended to be positioned that way, but just a small benefit. Objectives. To enable growth mindset professionals who read for continual learning and development, to better market the educational value of reading and which books have influenced their values. Number 2, to enable organizational leaders to share books that have shaped their values to help drive organizational values alignment. And then number 3, enabling thought leaders to organize their bookshelves, distribute reading lists, and help monetize their influencer brand. This is definitely a tertiary thing here, but I think for thought leaders, being able to just publish, you can go look at what is Adam Grant, like not just his reading lists, but he's also an author, and all the books that he's either published himself or he read, and have easy access to his entire library to and also his reading lists. And there's a small bullet down here, supporting value-based recruiting, and this is a little more subtle, but if a recruiter is looking at you for a leadership position, this could be something that would be a differentiator where recruiters could effectively search the database for candidates who have their values aligned with some principle in some book or something like that. But again, smaller but and more subtle, but interesting. So quick snapshot here. Reading, I believe, is a professional differentiator and should be more recognized. But it's truly not about how many books you've read. We see things like Goodreads and library thing. I mean, these are products that essentially are free, and they try to make money by, or at least motivate you or to read more and reward you for reading more frequently, and more volume, and then obviously recommending other books. This is not what this is about at all. It's truly about which books you've read and how they've influenced your values and thinking. So the first feature I talked about before, so showcasing your bookshelf link. In your profile, you'll get an automatic link that would send people who clicked it to your bookshelf on a public basis. You can put that link on your resume, LinkedIn, your social channels, or even use it to share with friends or colleagues in an email, a text, etc. Writing takeaways and rating impact. So here, these little bookmark icons just are for you individually, personally. Which books have the greatest impact on your thinking and your values. I've read 7 Powers. I would actually rate this higher, probably in the 8 or 9 scale. But you understand the point here. It's really for just for your personal tracking, what books have been most impactful, and also people who view your library understand which books have been most impactful for you. And then down here is just a text box, free form for you to write, simple takeaways, to take notes, and just so you have something to go back and reference, and you don't have a separate notebook or list somewhere in your phone or you're on your desktop to track. Reading lists. So very simple feature here. It's where you can creating reader lists. You tag the specific books that you want to have. You write your description or outline for either in a summary, or you can break down each book and why you're adding it to your reading list. This could be something that's like a seasonal thing, like, hey, here are the books I read, yada yada. Or this can be, you can categorize books like this, like, here are all the finance books I read, here's all the marketing books I read, here's all the creative product development books, etc. And then from here, you'll get, you can obviously edit, or you can copy the link and then throw it up on your LinkedIn, on your Twitter, or your Instagram, or whatever, and share that out, which I think is really interesting, to help you, just again, promote yourself to a degree. Like it's a differentiator, and the idea here is to kind of take credit for it. Network. So this is not intended to be a social network. There is no reward for you to follow other people, other than, if you want to know what somebody else has read. For instance, like your boss or your boss's boss. Like, how do I connect with this person? How do I align with their values? Like if 7 Powers, for instance, like the book before, was read by executive in my organization, the vice president of some department, and I want to make a connection with them, and I want to be performant for them. I want to have my values aligned, so my thinking is aligned. So when I'm doing these presentations, or I'm positioning a product proposal, or I'm trying to make a sale, these are the values and the fundamentals that I'm using to guide my thinking. That's the idea behind the network. Is that you can stay up to date and follow the people that are most impactful for you, that you're learning from. This would be, the thinking here is that it's a paid tiered product. There won't be any ads. Ads suck. We all know that. In a professional product, I mean, I believe that they destroy professionalism, and they just kind of skew the actual intent behind the device or behind the product. User data is not my product. I'm not looking to sell user data. And this is a scratch my own itch type of product. Like, I personally want to use this, and I want it to bring value to other people. And so it's a question of like, what is that value, the net sum of like the product benefit, minus like cost. And I intend to use discount codes and referral incentives to reduce the price, and maybe help promote some organic growth there too. So the way I'm structuring like a product model like $1 a month. Like, how many people would we need to break even on this product at $1 a month? With obviously some price, a significant subset of people that'll be free or have some discount code or some referral incentive where they get their month cost down to zero. But basically looking at this, basic $2 a month, premium maybe $4 a month, but some discount codes and some referral incentives would help you drive those down. This is a basic breakdown of like how I'm thinking about the referral incentives. Don't need to go through that, but like I said before, the intent is, for folks to, create referral codes. Essentially, everyone will get a referral code, and if you share this out on your socials and people click the link and sign up, it'll give you, it'll knock the price off your cost. So again, Leaders&Readers is not a book recommendation engine. It doesn't push or incentivize frequent or fast reading. Okay, I want you to understand that. So a little bit about me. Kind of thinking about maybe bringing on co-founders. But it's first, foremost, I'm really trying to understand does this help anybody? Does anybody else care about this? Would you pay $1 a month for this? Is really the question I'm looking to answer. But so thank you. I appreciate you taking the time. Looks like this is almost 12 minutes long, longer than I intended it to be. But again, do you believe reading is an unrecognized superpower for high potential professionals? And is there a product that can help alleviate that? Thank you so much.